All right, guys, we are back with top 16 hat format at Epic Cards and Games in Hurst, Texas. We got Jesse Flores on the left playing Lightsworn rulers versus Aaron Patino on the right playing Sylvans. So this is 5 rounds of Swiss. Cut the top 16. Jesse went X1 in Swiss while Aaron went X2. All the X2s made it, which was great. Now we'll see who will move on to top 8. I think 17th place went X3. So here, Patino normal summons Curry Bandit. Jesse breakthrough skills, and Patino chains land. So Curry Bandit, the turn it is normal summoned. During the end phase, you contribute it. Excavate the top 5 cards of your deck. Add 1 spell or trap card to your hand. So he added Sylvan Charity. And now he's trying to special summon Sage Koya. So I think the way this works is the Sylvan's trigger or you can do Sage Koya on a separate chain. So first he's going to add the spell or trap card to his hand with Curry Bandit. So I think in this scenario it won't miss timing. At least that's what I was told. So yes, he's trying to trigger Sage Koya. So what happened was, the breakthrough skill tried to negate Curry Bandit's effect because it's a trap card negates a monster effect. Patino chains Lance, which makes his monster lose 800 attack, and it's unaffected by spell trap cards for the rest of the turn. So yeah, this is all in the end phase. So he's trying to trigger Sage Koya. Sage Koya, when a Sylvan is sent to the graveyard, you can special summon it from your hand. But you got to be careful because that card can miss timing. And that's what they're debating here. I'm still new to Sylvans. I'm trying to learn the deck. That's why I'm glad I'm watching Patino play. I think it's one of the harder decks to play in hat format. Just because you have so many choices, so many things you have to do. You have to set up your plays in advance with by the way you stack your cards on top of your deck. It's definitely not like a beginner-friendly deck for hat. Alright, so he summons a Sage Koya in defense mode and passes. So let's see what Jesse can do. So he flips summons Revival Golem. Normal summons Eclipse Wyvern. So Eclipse Wyvern, if it's sent to the graveyard, you can banish a level 7 or 8 light or dark dragon from your deck. And then if Eclipse Wyvern gets banished, you add that monster to your hand. So here he summons Lavalval Chain. So Lavalval Chain sends any card from your deck to the graveyard by detaching a material, or you can put a monster on top of your deck. So he sends the Lightsworn Minerva. Now Eclipse Wyvern is going to banish Light Ray Diabolos. And then Minerva will mill him another card when it's sent to the graveyard. So yeah, he mills Solar Recharge and then activates Soul Charge. He's going to pay 2,000 life points. Synchro summons with Eclipse Wyvern and Minerva. Minerva is a level 3 Lightsworn tuner. So he's able to synchro summon Michael, the Lightsworn. He banishes JD for Eclipse Wyvern. Pays 1,000 life points for Michael. So Michael, you pay 1,000 life points. I believe banish any card on the field. And then the end phase, mill 3. He has another effect that we'll go over if it comes up. So here he milled Blaster and Redox. Was that he milled? Oh, wow. So here Patino activates Upstart. So we're at 6,000, 8,000. Activates Sylvan Charity. So Sylvan Charity, you draw 3 cards. And then you reveal 2 cards with at least 1 Sylvan card. And you rearrange them in your deck in any order. So you don't have to show your opponent the way you're going to rearrange them. Alright. So here he's going to activate Miracle Furt. Yeah, he doesn't. I don't think he has to show them. He just has to show them the top 2 cards. But you can arrange them without showing them. So here, he Miracle Furt's Lone Fire. And does Jesse hit? So Jesse breakthrough skills the Lone Fire. And here comes Rose Archer. So Rose Archer is a hand trap. You can discard it from your hand to the graveyard if you control a plant type monster. And negate, I believe it negates the activation of any trap card. Let me see. When your opponent activates a trap card while you control a plant type monster, quick effect, you can send this card from your hand to the graveyard, negate the activation, and if you do, destroy it. So here, he Lone Fires for Sage Koya and then activates Soul Charge, pays 4,000 life points, brings back 4 monsters, activates Mount Sylvania, tributes Lone Fire for... Man, he might just Big Eye the Michael. Let's see what Patino does here. We're seeing the power of Sylvan. So now he's going to activate Mount Sylvania. So he contribute a Sylvan monster from his hand or face up from his side of the field to stack any Sylvan card on top of his deck. You can also put Sylvan Charity on top. So here he activates Hermitry's effect, excavate the top card of your deck, and if it's I believe it's a plant, you draw a card. And then Cherub Sprout, when it's excavated, the card that he put on top is going to special summon a level 1 plant type monster from his deck. Okay, so here he activated. So what we saw here was he activated the Princess Sprout's effect. So Princess Sprout. Okay, sorry, there's a lot of plays here. This is why I think this deck is complicated. So he activated the second Hermit. No, sorry. He tributed the Princess Sprout. So when Princess Sprout, its on-field effect is you contribute it, excavate the top card of your deck, and put the Princess Sprout on top. So then, Patino knew what was on top, so he activated the second Hermitry's effect. Yeah, he activated the second Hermitry's effect to excavate the Princess Sprout, and then when Princess Sprout is excavated, you can special summon it and declare level 1 through 8, and it becomes that level. So that's why he was able to, he made it 7, XYZ summon Big Eye, and then use Big Eye's effect to take the Michael. He paid 1,000 life points to banish the Laval Chain. And then he XYZ summoned Draco Sack with the Michael, who's level 7, and the Sage Koya. And then he XYZ summons Felgrand. So yeah, this is a pretty intimidating field. You got Draco Sack, Felgrand, 2 tokens, and Big Eye. We'll see if Jesse can get out of this. He has Redox and Blaster in the grave. So he can, can he get 4 Lightsworn? He's only got 1 Lightsworn, though. Whew, sorry, that was a long... Yeah, you saw all these plays. This is, like I said, Sylvans. It's a really fun deck to play. But sometimes you have to play through back row. Like, if you're playing against the Hat deck... But one thing is Max C hurts really bad. Like, you have to make a decision. A lot of times you can, like, if they Max C you, you can just Soul Charge and bring out all your monsters. But it can stop you at times. So we'll see. Oh, I think I explained them all pretty well. And the big green tree Sage Koya, it can also excavate the top card of your deck, kind of like Hermitry, except you don't draw. Hermitry's better because Sage Koya, the big green tree, you can special summon itself from your hand, but Hermitry has the draw effect, so. I've seen some of these people don't play Cherub Sprout, but it's not bad. I guess you don't want to draw it. That's why people don't like Cherub Sprout. Alright, so now we wait for Jesse. So what can Jesse do? He can... How many light monsters does he have in his grave? 2? So Light Ray, Diabolos, nor Judgment Dragon are live. So this all comes down to the rest of Jesse's hand if he'll be able to get out of this. Now, Patino has a Felgrand on the field, which will be able to negate... Yeah, but it'll be able to negate an effect. So here comes Soul Charge from Jesse. So this is why I tell people, like, Soul Charge gets a bad rap. But if you see here, like, Patino Soul Charged Jesse, made this huge field. But now Jesse is Soul Charging him back. That's kind of like the one thing I do like about Soul Charge is, like, every deck can play 3. And it's not like you Soul Charge and OTK them. Like, yeah, Patino made this huge field, but Jesse might be able to come back. He just has to bait out the 1 Felgrand negation. So Felgrand, once per turn, you detach a material. I believe target 1 monster. Its effects negated and it's unaffected by other card effects for the rest of the turn. So yeah, Jesse could definitely bait out that Felgrand. And even if he does clear Patino's field, he can't attack. He can't attack that turn. Oh, sorry, stretching. Jesse. I like watching these 2 decks because I prefer. There's 2 types of decks in Hat. You either play the Soul Charge decks like Sylvans and Lightsworn Rulers and Infernities, or I guess Mermail's kind of weird. It's kind of like it can play both ways. It can either be a combo deck or a control deck. Or you can play the control decks like Geargia and the Hat deck. So here he Synchros summons Black Rose. Oh, he had the breakthrough skill. So you see he had 2 breakthroughs. Can you use 2 breakthrough skills? Is it not once per turn in the grave? Let's find out. So right away he just blew up his field. Nope, you can use both in the grave. So What you saw there was Jesse synchro summon Black Rose, so he paid 2,000 for Soul Charge. Then chain Breakthrough skill. So Breakthrough skill in the graveyard, you can banish it during your turn to negate a face-up monster's effect. Obviously, it's a quick effect during your turn. So he went Black Rose, Patino activated Felgrand, Jesse chained Breakthrough skill to negate the Felgrand, and chained another Breakthrough skill to negate the Draco Sack. That way, Draco Sack can protect itself with its effect. Because Draco Sack, while you control a token, can't be destroyed by battle or card effect. So there you saw Jesse just bombed Patino's field. And then he ends on his own Draco Sack. 2 tokens. 1, 2, 3. So his field is clogged. So he can't even trigger the wolf. So you saw there, Jesse special summoned both Dragon Rulers and added Light Ray Diabolos and Judgment Dragon to his hand. Then summoned Lumina and brought back the Minerva. So let's see can Patino fight back. So you saw there the power of Soul Charge. Patino made a huge field with Soul Charge, and Jesse just made a Black Rose, and thanks to his 2 breakthrough skills, was able to wipe Patino's field. So now let's see, can Patino fight back? He's going to need an extender, either Miracle Fertilizer or another Soul Charge, but he's at 3,000. So right now he's stacking for Sylvan Charity. So he's checking his graveyard. So how many times? So Jesse played 2 Soul Charges while Patino played 1. Now remember, Jesse did go X1 in Swiss. I think I can't remember who he lost to, while Patino went X2. So here's another Soul Charge. So they both played 2 Soul Charge. What can he do though? Because he can only play twice. Let's see what Patino's going to decide to do here. This has been a long game 1. So yeah, these hat duels tend to take longer just because Soul Charge, you have more combos, and the trap card deck, sometimes you get into grind games. So here he excavates. He uses Hermitry's effect. Excavate the top card of your deck. It is Cherub Sprout, so he's going to draw 1 card thanks to Hermitry. And then, is that Cherub Sprout? I don't know. I guess he brought back Lone Fire. It might not be Cherub Sprout. There's like a couple of Sylvans. No, that one, no, Cherub Sprout is the one. Let me see. No, Cherub Sprout special summon is a plant type monster. Okay, that one's Peacekeeper. So he's activating low. So Peacekeeper is if it's excavated from the deck and sent to the graveyard by a card effect, you can target 1 level 4 lower plant type monster graveyard special summon the target. Okay. So he's on Peacekeeper and Cherub Sprout. So he uses both his Lone Fires to special summon Princess Sprout and Spore. And then he activates Foolish, sends Blaster from his deck to his graveyard. So for those of you guys who may not know, the Dragon Rulers, you can special summon them from your hand or graveyard by banishing. So for Blaster specifically, you can special summon from your graveyard by banishing dragons or fire monsters. So in the Sylvan deck, you can only special summon it by banishing fire monsters from your hand or graveyard. So here, and then he synchros with Spore and Blaster to bring out Scrap Dragon. Now remember, thanks to Soul Charge, Patino cannot attack this turn. So he's going to activate the Princess Sprout to excavate the top card of his deck. It wasn't a plant, so it goes to the bottom. Is it plants or... Yeah, sometimes I forget if it's plants or Sylvans. Oh no, you just tribute it and excavate the top card of your deck. It's supposed to go to the graveyard. That's weird. Okay, so he banishes Spore. Sorry, he banishes Sage Koya to special summon Spore. I guess Spore's not an Edison card, so with Spore you can banish a plant type monster from your graveyard to make Spore to special summon Spore, and it gains that level. to special summon Spore from your graveyard. So he made Spore level 8 by banishing Sage Koya, and then XYZ summons Felgrand. I still think Jesse's in an okay spot because he can force the negation on Felgrand with Draco Sack. So yes, he tributes Draco Sack. Draco Sack, you contribute a Mecha Phantom Beast monster you control to destroy a card in the field. It cannot attack the turn you activate that effect. You can also detach material to special summon 2 Mecha Phantom Beast tokens, and you can use the tokens to trigger Draco Sack's destruction effect. And Draco Sack, while you control a token, cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. So here, the tokens are level 3. Here, Jesse synchro summons Leo. Now he's going to special summon Blaster by banishing Eclipse Wyvern. And what did he banish from his hand? JD from his hand. He adds Light Ray Diabolos from his banish pile thanks to Eclipse Wyvern. That banishes Diabolos from his hand and Revival Golem from his graveyard. XYZ summons Big Eye, which Big Eye, you need 2 level 7s, you detach a material to basically take control of your opponent's monster permanently. So Patino concede. So we saw the power of both these decks there. Both decks, I like both these decks. These decks are more my play style. I prefer the combo decks more so than the control decks. So here, Patino activates Foolish, sends Sylvan Sage Koya, and when a Sylvan is sent to the graveyard, you can special summon Sage Koya from your hand. So he revealed Sage Koya. Jesse chained Maxi, which Maxi is a quick effect. During either player's turn, you can send it from your hand to the graveyard. And each time your opponent special summons, until the end phase, you draw 1 card. So you saw him there, chain Maxi to Sage Koya, so he drew 1 card. So here, Jesse normal summons Raiden the Lightsworn. So during your main phase with Raiden, you can send the top 2 cards from your deck to the graveyard. So he milled he milled Eclipse and Breakthrough Skill, so which is pretty good because now he can use Eclipse. He can use Breakthrough Skill. He can't use it the turn to send to the graveyard, but next turn, if Patino makes a field, he'll be able to negate like a Felgrand or something by banishing the Breakthrough Skill from his graveyard. And Eclipse Wyvern banishes the Judgment Dragon. So Eclipse Wyvern, if it's sent to the graveyard, you can banish the level 7 or 8 Light or Dark Dragon. And if Eclipse Wyvern gets banished, you add it to your hand. So he milled Lumina and Redox. So this is really good for Jesse because he can banish the Wyvern and the Maxi next turn with Redox to add the JD to his hand. Anyways, here Patino activates Soul Charge. He special summons Sage Koya and Hermitry. So he uses both their effects to excavate the top card of his deck. And he drew, I think for Hermitry, he excavated a Lone Fire, so he draws 1 card. Does it have to be a plant or any... Okay, as long as it's a plant, you draw 1 card. I thought it was only Sylvans, but no. Hermitry, you can once per turn, you excavate the top card of your deck. If it is a plant, send it to the graveyard, and you draw 1 card. So here, this is a really nice card. Sylvan Aurea. You can send 1 face-up, I believe, plant monster from your... You can send a plant monster from your hand or face-up from your side of the field. You look at the top cards of your deck depending on the level. So let's say he sent a level 8 monster. So he's going to look at the top 8 cards from his deck and stack them in any order he wants. So this is why this deck is hard to play, because you have to like set up your plays way in advance and the way you rearrange them. So did he use Aurea's effect? I don't think so. So you can see here he's just excavating everything. So he's going to... Now Aurea, you can call a number between 1 to 3. You excavate that many cards from the top of your deck. And for all the plants you hit, you return cards. Yeah, you return cards from the field to the hand. And I believe it doesn't target. So it's a pretty good card. So he ends on Sylvan Aurea, Sage Koya, and Hermitry. And he bounced back the Raiden to Jesse's hand. So now, here, Jesse special summoned Redox by banishing Eclipse Wyvern and Maxi. But Patino chained his own Maxi. So he's going to draw 1 card. So yeah, he changed it to Redox's effect. It's not an inherent summon, so that's why you can chain Maxi to it. It's not like a Chaos Sorcerer, BLS, or Machina Fortress. So now, in order for Jesse to get out of this, he's going to have to... He's gonna have to give Patino a few draws. So one thing here, I think Patino didn't make like a bunch of XYZ monsters because Jesse has breakthrough skill. He's kind of like, I'm just gonna leave the bodies up and have you deal with my field. Yeah, breakthrough skill is pretty good against this Sylvan deck. So Jesse has Soul Charge, but this is why I've been put in this scenarios a few times. It's like you have to decide: how many draws do I want to give you under Max C? I think it just depends. Like sometimes giving some opponents draws doesn't really matter because their deck can't do much. So it just depends, man, on your hand. Like sometimes I'll get Max Seed and I'll debate, should I keep going and make like a few XYZ summons? So here Jesse summons Lila, Raiden runs over the Hermitry, and FaZe mills another breakthrough skill and mills for Raiden, mills Revival Golem. So if he activates, so Revival Golem, when it's milled, you can either A, special summon it or add it to your hand. Jesse has more than 6 cards in his hand, so he decides to discard Blaster. And now Patino activates another Sylvan Charity. Patino might be able to just end this game right now with Sylvan Aurea. He might be able to just stack the plants in any order he wants. Yeah, I think this game might end right now. Jesse has nothing to stop Patino from OTKing him. He could just, like, he should know all the cards in his hand. So he activates Sylvan Aurea, excavates. So he excavates. Which one is that? Is that Cherub Sprout or Peacekeeper? Because they kind of look alike. Okay, it's Cherub Sprout. So he bounces the Redox to Jesse's hand. Cherub Sprout, when it's excavated, is going to special summon a level 1 plant type monster from his deck. The only targets, I believe, are Spore and Princess Sprout. Yes, he gets special summons Princess Sprout from his deck. So, Princess Sprout, you contribute it to excavate the top card of your deck and put the Princess Sprout back on top. I think Princess Sprout just excavates the card. It doesn't go to the bottom of the deck. At least that's what I read. And now he activates Miracle Fur. It looks like he made Princess Sprout level 7. XYZ summons another Aurea. So this is a really nice combo here. So with this is how you, like, abuse Aurea. So here he could, like, tribute the... Yes, he could tribute the Sylvan Hermitry. Look at the top cards of his deck. So now he gets to bounce 1 card. So, was that game? How strong is Aurea? Aurea is 28. 28, 56. Yeah, that was game. But he's going to pop. Oh, this is game anyway. Yeah, this is game. It doesn't matter. This is game if Jesse has nothing. So, and he attacks for game. So another play Patino could have done was he could have tributed the Sylvan Hermitry on the field to stack his deck, put and rearrange them in any order, then activate Aurea's effect, and yeah, he could put like as many plants as he wanted on top, and then bounced his Miracle Fur to his hand, and it was game anyway, depending on what he hit. Now you might not hit enough plants. That actually happened to me one round. That's why I lost in Swiss. So I activated Aurea's effect, tributed a level 8 plant type monster. I looked at the top 8 cards of my deck and didn't see a single plant, and it cost me the game. That was my one loss in Swiss. So anyways, here it looks like Jesse activated Curry Bandit's effect. Or is that what happened? Yeah. Did he add a Spore Trap? So he mills the top 5 card. Oh no, what happened? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think he used Curry Bandit. Yeah. Sorry, I was talking. I didn't see what happened that first turn. So now Patino sets a monster and passes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lumina, Judgment Dragon. Yeah, I think he activated Recharge. Discard Lumina, mill 2, and then summon Curry Bandit. I think that's what happened. Yeah, because I see 2 Curry Bandits in the graveyard. And then he must have milled the Minerva, and then milled another card. So now Jesse activates Foolish Barrel. So Revival Golem is kind of like a wolf. It's very similar to a wolf, except you can also add it to your hand. When it's sent to the graveyard, you can add it to your hand instead of special summoning it. So here, Patino chained Max C to Wolf. So he draws one card of the Max C thanks to Wolf. He chained it to Wolf's effect. I apologize for that, guys. I was telling the story of what happened to me in Swiss with Sylvans. So I believe Jesse like Solar Recharged. What did he discard for the recharge? Either A, the Minerva. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh yeah, he definitely used Curry Bandit. Yeah, I think it was just Solar Recharge Curry Bandit. I'm looking at his graveyard now. So Jesse is going to... So one thing about Jesse is he actually made top 64. He actually made top 64 at hat format in that Nationals 10 years ago with this same deck. Maybe the list is different, but he used Lightsworn Ruler. So here, Patino flips the mushroom. So the mushroom you flip when it's flipped, you excavate the top 5 cards of your deck, send any plant to the graveyard, and the rest go to the bottom. So he did mill. He did mill the Cherub Sprout, which when Cherub Sprout is excavated, you special summon a level 1 plant type monster from your deck. So here, Patino normal summons Lone Fire, tributes the Mushroom to special summon Sage Koya from his deck. Sage Koya excavates a Peacekeeper, so Peacekeeper special summons, when it's excavated, special summons a level 4 lower plant. Brings back Lone Fire, gets another Sage Koya. That was a pretty good hit, the Peacekeeper. Because it's not like he rearranged his graveyard or anything. Now he plays Foolish. Foolish's Blaster. Special summons Blaster by banishing 2 mushrooms. They're both fire from his graveyard. Synchros with the Spore into Scrap Dragon. Scrap Dragon pop his Lone Fire, pop Jesse's Eclipse Wyvern. Eclipse Wyvern's going to banish Light Ray Diabolos from his deck. Now he can still attack. He has not used Soul Charge. So Sage Koya, what's Sage Koya's attack? 26, so Jesse takes 500. I'm guessing he hit him with Scrap Dragon. Then makes Draco Sack. So we're at 47 to 8,000. Brings back Spore. XYZ summons into Felgrand. But Jesse has a breakthrough skill. Yeah, he can negate the Felgrand if he wants to. So 47 to 8,000. How many lights are in Jesse's grave? You always got to pay attention to that. He's got Wolf, Eclipse Wyvern, Light Ray Diabolos, Judgment Dragon, Lumina, Minerva. I think he's got 5. So here, Jesse special summons Redox by banishing Eclipse Wyvern. Yeah, see, he's counting his lights. He banishes 2 Eclipse Wyvern, 1 from his hand and 1 from his graveyard, I think. Oh, never mind. He chooses Revival Golem. And Patino chains DD Crow to banish the Redox. So for those of you guys who may not know, Dragon Rulers have 3 effects, but you can only use 1 per turn. So since he used the effect to special summon itself, he can't use the effect to search when Redox is banished. So here, Jesse special summons Light Ray Diabolos because he has 5 different light monsters. Yeah, 5 light monsters with different names in his grave. How strong is Light Ray Diabolos? Light Ray Diabolos kind of like, it sends it, yeah. Jesse concedes, can't do much. So congrats to Patino on winning this match. He just had an overwhelming field. So Patino is moving on to top 8. You can see the standings after Swiss there. Patino was 12th, while Jesse was 7th. And yeah, let me just go over Light Ray Diabolos. It's a 2800 attack light monster. You can banish 1 light monster from your graveyard, then target 1 set card your opponent controls, reveal that target, and then place that target on either the top or the bottom of the deck. So, pretty good card. Let me know if I missed anything, guys. I hope you're enjoying these hat videos. I am. I love this format. And yeah, I'm gonna continue uploading hat because we have so many. Now we're doing 1 Edison local a week and 2 hats. So I'm gonna have plenty of both. All right. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.